Do you have my son's phone?
But when I told you, no, you did.
I did not come at you like that.
You did.
No, I did not.
You did.
Wrongfully accused, a black man says tonight he was racially profiled and accused of a crime he did not commit by a woman in the Inland Empire. The woman claims he stole her son's cell phone, which you will see very soon he certainly did not. A part of the confrontation is caught on camera, and tonight KCAL9's Stacey Butler with the story. Stacey.
Susie, that video has now gone viral, and tonight Yashir Bryant told me that he started a GoFundMe site because he plans to sue for defamation of character and slander.
Now you're recording me.
No problem. I have a right to.
I said, excuse me. Do you have my son's phone?
But when I told you, no, you did.
I did not come at you like that.
You did.
A Moreno Valley man says a Walmart shopper wrongly accused him of stealing her son's cell phone, then followed him to the parking lot and refused to let him go to his car until police arrived.
We're staying here until you give me my phone because it marks that you're here.
I don't have a phone.
No.
Ma'am, you're really crazy. You're following me now.
Now I am.
That's good.
Because that phone has
sorry is not
money.
good
Yes.
enough.
Yashir Bryant says he was shopping for curtains when he says he overheard this woman's son tell her he lost his phone.
When she stopped and kept doing this, I felt so uncomfortable, ma'am. I left my basket there. I proceeded to walk out.
But Bryant says she followed him outside, accusing him publicly of stealing her son's phone. He says he tried to get to his car, but she stayed with him. He agreed to stay until the police came. He believes the woman racially profiled him because there was no evidence he stole the phone.
My only reason why I said I'll stay here with her, because I didn't want to leave. Been in the same scenario and I've left and been accused of the one stealing something. So I stayed.
Bryant says he walked back into Walmart with the woman to report the harassment.
She accused me of stealing the phone.
Minutes later, her son walked up with the phone in his hand. He apparently found it in the car. Bryant says he was hoping for an apology, but she responded with an expletive.
For her child to be right there, that would have taught him a lesson. I don't care if she was sincere or not. The bigger lesson would have been for her kid, and I would have praised God that he would be able to see his mother set a good example and for him to learn. The message I want to send to people is do not let this slide. Don't be scared to do what's right.
And I agree with him. Do not be afraid to do what's right. And that's a good example and a good way of saying that. Now, had that been a black woman, I'm talking about a black woman that's got a lot of mouth, a black woman don't mind shouting and showing off in front of people in public. This woman right here would have seen a bad day. And you followed that man out the store and you didn't apologize to him. First, you accused him of stealing your son's phone, and then your son came out and showed that, the phone was in the car the whole time, and you never even apologized to that man. You never apologized to him. But you know, some people are like that. Some people are just very unapologetic. They feel like they always in the right when they know they're in the wrong. So I don't blame the guy for wanting to press charges and want to sue this woman. I would have sued too. I would have sued too. You know? But see, this woman right here thought because he was black, thought he was gonna act all niggerish in front of everybody in the public. She thought she was gonna get that out of him, and she didn't. She didn't get that out of him. And there's a lot of people in this world that will do that to you. They will try to trick you out of your freedom. They'll try to trick you. You get all violent with them or get aggressive with them, and then all of a sudden they want to call the police on you and saying that you was the aggressor, you the one that started it, and then you end up going to jail. You know, there's people like that in this world that will trick you out of your freedom. And this woman right here is definitely a perfect example of one of those people that will try to trick you out of your freedom. You know? The man told you he didn't have his phone. You kept harassing him. He did the right thing by pulling out his phone and recording. He did the right thing and recorded the whole thing, because had he not done that, she would have threw him up under the bus. So I'm glad he did what he did, because that's a good way of doing that. When you get in confrontations like that with people in the store and they accuse you of something, yes, don't be afraid to pull out your phone and start recording them. Who cares if they get mad saying, don't be recording me? It's not. No, don't listen to them. No, don't listen to them. Because if you don't pull out your phone and start recording, they're going to throw you up under that bus. Now imagine if he didn't record, she would have threw him up under the bus in front of the police. she would have threw him under the bus. So it's always best to pull out your phone where you have your evidence to show people, especially against a woman. Especially against a woman. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or man, but yeah, if you get in confrontation with a woman, then yeah, you pull out your phone with a woman, because some women will tell a lie on your ass and throw your ass up under the bus, especially when the police get there. They're trying to throw you up under the bus. So yeah, she was wrong for that. And she should have apologized to that dude. So the dude looked there and said, okay, since you ain't gonna apologize to me and you're gonna accuse me because I'm a black man, okay, I got you. I'm gonna press charges against you for defamation, harassment, stalking me. You know, I don't blame him for doing that, because I'll sue too. I sue too. Because you know, she one of them white women that thinking a black man gonna put the hands on you. No, he ain't got to put his hands on you. I'm gonna tell you where he's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you in your pockets. So I hope he got what I hope he got the money. I hope he sued you, and I hope he got whatever he can out of you. And let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Chasing somebody down over a phone. How do you know he stole the phone? You know, there's times that when I be at my job and I drop my phone, 'cause let me tell you something. Once you lose your phone and it's gone, you don't know who got it. There was times that I got very lucky. There was times that when I was working at my job and I went to the bathroom and somehow my phone fell out of my pocket, and I was lucky that the phone was still there. But there was times that I had lost phones before at a public place, and I could never find it. You know, if you lose a phone in a public place, anybody in that place could have your phone. If you don't see that person picking up your phone, it can be anybody in that store, because once you drop your phone, somebody got it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. And if I were to find somebody's phone, you think I'd be hanging around in that store? If I saw a phone laying on the ground, you think I'm going to be walking around, hanging around in the store while that person might go to the office and look over the camera and saying, like, that was the guy right there? No, I will get the hell on out of there. If I find me a phone in a public place, I will get the hell out of there. But on some real shit, if I find somebody's phone on some real shit, if I find somebody's phone, I would pretty much turn it in at the front desk, because I ain't got no reason to take it home with me. Because if I take it home with me, then there's a good chance they might have a tracker up there, and then you're fucked. But if I was somebody who wanted to steal somebody's phone, why in the hell would I still be hanging around in the store? Why the hell would I be walking around in the store when someone probably saw me pick up the phone, and then someone's probably gonna point me out and say, hey, it was that tall black man right there that did it. You know, if I find me a phone in the store, I'm not going to be hanging around in that store. I'm going straight to my freaking car. You think I'm going to be walking around and acting all normal, like nothing ain't happened? No. And I wouldn't feel comfortable taking that phone home with me, because if I was to take somebody's phone, first thing I would do would take the phone apart, take the batteries out, everything, so they won't track my ass. But I wouldn't go home with my phone, because I ain't taking no chances of a weirdo come knocking on my door and saying, hey man, I got a tracker on my phone that says it's here. I ain't got time for that, man. If I'm gonna be a phone thief, I'm not going to my house with it. I'm going to like a park somewhere and look over the phone and see if they got anything on there. If it ain't shit up there, then I just throw this damn phone away. But I'm not going home with my phone. Hell no. They'll track your ass. Some people might got a tracker on that shit, and that ain't worth going to jail over. But yeah, this woman right here was just being an asshole. That's all she was doing. You didn't even apologize to the dude or nothing, saying, I'm sorry, I apologize. You didn't do none of that. The boy had the phone was in the car the whole freaking time. And how did you know that he stole the phone? How did you know? How did you know? Woman got a death wish. Maybe this would be a lesson to her. You can't just go walking up to people like that. People nowadays is mean now. She better be glad he wasn't one of them violent black men that knock on your ass. Anyway, peace.